kiwis. This one is turtle. Its head got in there now. This one is Kia. You can see Kia. This one is a grasshopper. This one is obviously duck. Same thing, so the wings would move up and down. And this one, it goes side to side. This one is crab, so he moves up and down as well. When you go along. Well, he moves his mouth up and down. So when you move this one, like any child want a different color, I can put different hat on it and make them personal for the child.
Yeah.
Some kids like it. I don't sell those anymore. I don't make those. Those are the main ones I'm working on at the moment. This is my company, and we do them when I paint them. This is the colors they will be. So we have their colors. The duck, the tuatara, and kiwi.
So your design?
These are all my designs.
Engineering.
All my design,
character.
and I make them. This is manufacturing. This is my bill of materials. Yeah. That's my. So I know what timbers and things to use in there. But these are different designs. So yeah, and this is a weta. I make all of these ones, the grasshopper. They look nicer when they're colored.
Yeah.
More attractive for children.
Certainly.
Yep. When I make it, when I design a toy, this is kind of the design I have. I keep them in a folder. So I keep them all here. And these are my designs here. So you can see that is how I design it, and this way also for the wings, so it comes out like this. And then you have the complete body and the cutouts, so I can use those as a pattern. And I also use the CAD drawings.
Yes.
CAD drawings to give me an idea of what they look like as well. So that's kind of what I do. Yeah, for those. And I have each of those designs. I have drawings for each of them. So I know what parts go with which. I start off with my table saw cutting. I come in and I cut the timbers to size.
Yes.
Chop it on here, or I use my saw over there. All the toy patterns are here. So, you know, when I cut the piece of wood, like this, for instance, I can put the pattern on here, draw around it, and then I cut it out. I take it over to my bandsaw. I'll take it over here to this part here, you see, and then I would make a shape with this bandsaw. So I make the shape, cut it on the bandsaw, cut it out like that. When it's all done, I'll go over here and I'll drill the holes. So all the holes get drilled, and then I will take it, give it a color.
Yeah.
I painted on this one here, so this is my little spray booth. You can hear I spray it over here, so the finished product, I'll give it an undercoat.
Yep.
Right, and then it gets the first coat.
Yep.
We sand it down in between each coat.
Yep.
You know, each one is different, and then I'll put some tape around, give it something, and then make sure it's still nice and smooth and everything, and then give it another paint later, and then it will come out again with this. These ones I put sticker on, so I can paint for the toy. Depend which one it is, you know. So depends which one. Could be black wings for the bee. The bee has black wings. So that's the kind of thing I'm doing. Also, some of the toys I've made are over here. So these ones here are ready for testing.
Yeah.
Safety is very important. So every one of these I have to test safety. There's many things. Here's my testing table. And this one is, first of all, drop test. 1.3 meters high. And I have to drop it down onto the concrete floor, hard surface. Thing breaks, I have to test it. And if anything come off, something like this, and it fits inside this,
Yes.
it's reject.
Yes.
You see? Something like that. Many things I have to do. Any different sizes, all these different sizes. Then I also do a water test to make sure the glue I use doesn't come apart. And the water test I have to do in here. I soak it in there. Special water, demineralized water I use in there. In the bucket, completely covered for 10 minutes. And I do that 4 times.
Four times?
4 times. Because we have to make sure it's,
So you put in water, then put out
Take
and
out.
dry,
dry it, and then put
and
it back in again.
4 times.
Yeah, oh yeah, very, very serious. And this one is this is 1 kilo weight. So I put the toy under there.
Yes.
I have a measurement, so I can put it here, and I just take this off. I drop this down to 1 meter, to 100 millimeter. Okay, do it up. Then I can drop this in the right place. And it has to be safe.
Has to be safe.
Yeah, that's 1 kilo.
Wow.
Bang.
Yep.
Like that. That's to, prevent from coming off. And that's that one.
Yep.
And then we have over here, to make sure because kids like to put things in their mouth and they
Certainly.
pull that, do that
Kids
sort
are
of
kids.
stuff.
Yep.
I have special tools made. Special tools for wheels. Special. Just for these wheels. Yeah? Okay?
So complex.
And then, yeah. So then this one goes on here. Get this ready. There's a weight down there. This weight.
Wow, serious.
This weight here is 1/2 kilo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very serious. And then you lift it up on there. I have a mark. I have a mark here, A and B.
Yes.
All right. And then what I have to do now is I hold that and I turn this wheel
Yes.
to make sure it's stuck to the axle. So I can turn it 180 degrees right around and hold it for 10 seconds, something like that. I think maybe 10 or 15 seconds. Can't remember. And then let it go. And I have to do that every wheel. Every wheel also has to make sure you can't pull it off. Right? I have a 7 kilo weight. 7 kilos I have to weight on there. So I can put that on there. Okay? And I lift it up. Just with that, 7 kilos. That's a lot of weight.
Yep.
Okay, a child will pull it.
Yeah. It's weight of my handbag in
Yeah,
aeroplane. 7
You try to lift
kilos.
that very heavy. You try lift it. It's very heavy.
Oh yeah.
You see?
I see.
And I have to do that every single wheel. So each one of these, I have to do. Everything on here has to be tested. Everything.
Yep.
All the same. So I have different sizes for different things on here. So this one, for instance, is for these little things here. Children like to twist them and pull them, and So I have to do this test, that test, and the drop test. All those kinds of things to make sure the glue doesn't come apart.
Yeah.
It's safe. Very safe. Safe. My toy is very safe.
Yeah.
The other things is noisy tests. I also have to do a noise test. So I put this on here. I put this on here like this. On the line at the start. I put these on. This tells a test, this sound test. So there, I can bring it over if you like. There you go there. So I turn this on. Wait for it to reach 0. It will pick up every sound at the moment that we're making. You see, I got up to 88 decibel. Required goes down to about 35. It's too noisy here right at the moment to do it, but I have 2 of them. One there, which measures the noise of the toy as it rolls along.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah? So you measure the noise of the toy, you see? And they will record the sound on there. I take a low reading before it starts and the high reading.
Yeah.
Has to be within a certain range. Okay, so that's another test. We also have to test the cord that it comes on. That's this same rope to make sure it doesn't stretch.
Yes.
I never put anything on the ends of the pull toy. Never anything on the end because it will choke the child.
Certainly.
Yeah, it has to be a certain length. Under a certain length, maximum 800. Usually around about 600 is long enough for a child. But you see, if there was something on the end, it would tangle up and choke the child. He wouldn't be able to get it off. So
I would recommend the age.
this age for this is 12 years plus. So they're just learning to walk or just walking.
12 plus.
12 plus. Usually around about 18 months old is best time. When they have a little bit of balance, they're not going to fall over onto things all the time. Because you remember, there is no support on this. They pull them behind them. So anything from maybe 18 months, 3 years, 3 years old, suitable for them. This for my wetter. I have a test here, and I have to I clamp it. I put a clamp on this, and I have to go down and back and down and back and down and back and down and back and down and back. Make sure nothing break off, because the sharp point, always put something on the end. Make sure it can't come off like this. If it come off like that, it's no good. So, and
It's
then
dangerous.
that goes on there. It's very dangerous. So I epoxy those on. And this is electric wire, which is probably not the best. I'm going to change this to maybe this type of rope. It's better, I think, suited better for it. But yeah, so this test here. Also have to check for fire. Make sure it can't catch fire.
Yes.
Wood catches fire but doesn't.
Yeah.
Usually a child wouldn't be able to put it down because they're playing with it, and that sort of thing. They have an opportunity to put it down. So it's not really a big danger. Not like if it was clothes and it caught fire onto the, a heater or something like that. Then very difficult for them to get out of their clothes.
Yeah.
But toys, not so bad. So wooden toys don't really burn. Wood doesn't really burn very fast. It's a slow burner, unless you have a lot of heat. No protection from fire. Other than the paint. The paint is always child-safe paints. I use acrylic paints, so they're water-based paint. They won't burn as such. Slow, like I say, slow burning, and gives the opportunity to. There is a rate where if it catches fire, it has to sort of go out, or doesn't spread. So that's
Cool.
It's quite technical at the moment. But this is my drawing bench. So this one is giraffe. I start to do a drawing on here. This one was the kiwi.